Hey everybody, Ian here with Redline. Got a project update on our 1967 Nova two-door hardtop. I've gone ahead and removed the driver's side inner and outer wheel tubs to the car because I'm mini tubbing the car. I've gone ahead and removed my inner tubs here, and I've done so in a manner to try and salvage as much of this tub as I can. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to try and move these tubs inward and then fabricate a strip to go in between to mini tub the car, or if I'm going to put a set of Detroit Speed mini tubs in the back end of it. Detroit Speed makes a really nice mini tub for this car. Check them out at DetroitSpeed.com. Since I've got these parts removed on one side of the car, I'm going to show you where I cut and how I did it, going back and forth from one side of the car to the other. I am removing the outer tubs also because the outer tubs on this car are just in terrible shape, a lot of rust. It's a lot easier to get your inner tubs out if you're just going ahead and saying, the hell with the outer tubs. So come on in, we'll have a look. On the inner tub, notice how I have cut to the left of the seam here where the inner and the outer tub meet. I've done that because I intend to hopefully salvage this inner tub to use it in my mini tub. The very first thing I did on this car was I added in another piece of endoskeleton with some square tubing. You can see there I braced up the trunk hinges and tied them into my rear exoskeleton. Your very first step is removing all of the spot welds where the tub meets the trunk hinge assembly. And you can see on the completed side I have removed all of those spot welds. Your next step is going to be to cut the line, as you see right there, around the tub to the trunk. Since I'm replacing the trunk pan, that's really just already done by default. On the inside of the car, you're going to cut along the package tray here, and then where the wall meets the wheel well here. And you can see that has been done. Cut along here, cut along here. Next, you're going to cut along here. I chose to separate my welds right up through here. You can see I kind of notched out a little section here. Of course, you're going to want to come in here and remove all of your spot welds. I found it easiest to take a great big section of my outer tub out right here and just make a great big cut so that you have then access to the inside. Just removed all of that. That helped a lot. As I got over into this portion of the tub, I really couldn't see where the seam was where the two panels met. Like over here, it's very obvious where they met, but over here the undercoating was so thick you just couldn't tell. Notice how I've removed all of that undercoating? That was done with this great big wire wheel that just removed the undercoating very quickly and easily. My next move was to take a cutoff wheel and make a cut all the way around the inside, basically separating the inner and outer tub. In doing so, our outer tub was completely destroyed and our inner tub is left completely intact. The most difficult part of this entire process, remember how earlier we talked about removing a great big section right here so that you could access that back side? Here's why I did that. If you'll notice, you've got bracing on the inside that is really difficult to reach. Once you put a great big hole in that outer tub, you have access to make cuts. After making those last cuts, I was able to transform this into this. So that's the first step of mini tubbing this car, is getting the inner and outer tubs out of it. And then from there, we can start having a look at whether or not we want to try and take our inner tub, move it out, or go ahead and buy a Detroit Speed mini tub. Hope you guys found this informative. Comment down below, click the subscribe button, follow us on YouTube. We're building this entire car start to finish on YouTube. We appreciate you taking the time to watch.